So, there I was, thinking about the culture war and wokeness and all that stuff. And as my mind rolled back towards the Roman Empire, namely that point around the dawn of the Christian epoch, it dawned on me that whenever one culture supplants another, it does so in a predictable pattern of stages very similar to the stages of grief. And so, being who I am, I got straight to work, the results of which you're looking at presently. As per my usual pattern with these short-form blurbs, I won't waste yours or my time simply regurgitating the on-screen text. Those of you who actually care can pause and read it at your own discretion. However, I will take this opportunity to fill in a bit of extra context just so as to not make this a literal reading rainbow session. In briefest summary, as cultural attitudes begin to shift and/or faith in the present normative system begins to wane, people start to air out their grievances in the form of comedic satire. Jokes and memes become the seeds of a new cultivar, a term I've borrowed from a book called The Pragmatist's Guide to Crafting Religion, written by the co-partners of another YouTube channel called Based Camp, links to whom will be in the usual place. The word is derived from the combination of the roots cult and variation and refers to a cultural, religious mimetic package, with meme being defined as a discrete conceptual packet, the real-world manifestation of the phrase, "A picture speaks 1,000 words." And the word cult being used in the early 17th century sense of worship or homage, which is derived from the Latin cultus, meaning care or labor. Basically, a cult in this instance refers to a particular style or form of worship. And I myself have before defined worship as the pedestalization of an icon symbolizing perfection, either of the self or of the world at large. Now, with that all firmly established, let us quickly visit what's on screen, shall we? Going from top to bottom, the meme foobar phase encapsulates the irreverent slaughter of the most aged and sickly of the old culture's sacred cattle. The deconsecrating phase takes this a step further, promoting the slaughter itself as a form of virtue. But once they've run out of actually gross herd to cull, the cogs of commercial enterprise have to continuously spin up new demons and villains to pit their machine up against, which leads to the radicalization of the people who were invested in the old ways, aka the traditional conservatives, and results in a polarized us versus them climate from which no one is immune. This invariably leads to strife and conflict as multiple factions with mutually exclusive interests vie for dominant control over the social, political infrastructure. And of course, whichever side prevails, and whatever form their regime takes, they will utterly fail to learn the lessons of history, instating rules and policies that work to prohibit such a divisive shakeup from ever happening to their new eternal order. Okay, I overshot the mark a tiny bit, but I'd call that still well within acceptable margins. So, as per usual, if you like what you heard, consider checking out my books, links where you'd expect. And until next time, stay safe, stay sane, and stay conscious. Peace out.